Hey guys, it's Nicole. I just thought that I would give a little bit of an update. I haven't posted in a while. So today I am on day 5 of abstinence. I'm not sure how to. I didn't sleep at all last night, so my brain is working a little slow, but that's okay. And let me talk about the differences I feel about this time. So Eric and I went out to dinner last night, and I told him, I didn't want to say it again that like, oh, this time feels different. I mean, every time has felt different, right? This is true, but one thing that feels different about this time is that using doesn't feel like an option. And all the other times in the past, I always just kept it in the back of my mind, like, oh, just go a little bit and then you can use again, or if this happens, then you can use again. And this time, I don't feel that. I'm not thinking that. So what am I doing this time? Well, over the last 3 years, I've learned a lot of tools. I've listened to a lot of talks. I post some of them on my page thing. I don't know how to tell you how to get there, but it's on YouTube. And I just finally feel like everything is coming together. And I'm not really sure why. I honestly think that maybe I had to go through hell during the last 5 months of just, and I'm not even talking about addiction, I'm talking about like having a mental breakdown as a result of the pandemic and my trauma. And I would say since the pandemic started, I've never had my mental health be so bad. It was horrible. I had a total breakdown, panic. I never had panic attacks before, not even any other time that I detoxed. And I was having panic attacks when I was using, when I wasn't using. So basically I had this like newfound anxiety disorder as a result of the pandemic. But one of the benefits of that was that I feel like all of my trauma surrounding abandonment issues and losing Eric, I just feel like it got processed over the last 5 months. So like I don't really feel like I was in control of processing it, but it came up. So inevitably I had to. And it came up bigger than it's ever come up before. And I finally have, 3 years after dating him, I feel like I've come to peace with like true acceptance of the fact that I might lose him first. And I don't know, I don't really take credit for that. I just think that a lot of it has to do with timing for me. Because I tried to process it over the last 3 years. I just tried, but maybe that's as long as it took, or maybe it needed to come up bigger before it could go away. Maybe it didn't really ever come up over the last 3 years to the fullest of its extent. So, like, here's a perfect example. Yesterday, he went to the studio. I was sitting at the house alone. I noticed that familiar feeling of anxiety, feeling of loss kind of start to creep in. And before, every other time, that's when I would usually go use. That's when I would go pick up. And this time, it was just like so over the past week, I've been focusing on staying in the middle with my moods. I've been using meditation and positive messages to combat my panic and anxiety, and it's worked amazing. But yesterday I noticed those familiar feelings start to come up, and instead of having the urge to go use, what my brain did was it goes, okay, like very calmly, this is when you use your tools. Like, this is when you use your tools. This is when you do the meditation practice. This is when you make friends with that anxiety, which has been a method that I've been using. So, the withdrawal for me isn't really that bad, you see, because it just wasn't. I feel like my mindset really changed how the withdrawal went. I don't, that seems so weird because it's like science, but you know, there's a lot to say for having a positive attitude and being ready and like encouraging myself versus one, thinking that I can use again and that I have an outlet. It's like almost once I accepted that I could never use again, that's when using tools, it was like, well, I have to now. It's like sink or swim, you know? And I was talking to Eric last night and I was asking him, did you ever experience this where it was like you just knew you couldn't do it anymore? And he said yes, because of cirrhosis, so that's not really the same thing. But also, instead of focusing on what I don't want, I'm focusing on what I do want. So like I can't think, oh, I can't use drugs, can't use drugs, can't use drugs. No, I have to think, what am I holding out for? I'm holding out for a career. I'm holding out to be in a stable place to handle Eric's death. I'm holding out to be a spiritual caregiver, and I can't provide spiritual care if I'm sick, spiritually, emotionally, whatever. And so another thing that I've been using mantras, and I think I'm going to make a separate video on that because it's been a really effective tool for me to redirect my mind. Say if like craving does come up, I just drop into mantra or maybe put on a talk by Ram Dass. And that's it. I don't think I'm gonna make another video to like count the days because I don't really like doing that, but when I do get to 30 days, I'm gonna make another video then, and in between then I think I just might make some coping skills videos. I mean, even I just look at my face and it just even looks better, even though I didn't sleep last night. Like my eyes look white even after 5 days. So yeah, I'm exhausted right now, but I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude, and I'm gonna go walk the dogs, and I'm really sweaty, sneezing. I have diarrhea, but I mean, that's about it. I have my tools to use. I can just stay in the middle, I can just stay focused, and yeah, that's it. So thanks for listening. Bye.